Target 8 showed you earlier this week the results from water testing in the Grand River.
The flooded river has picked up junk, debris, and germs, registering an E. coli level of nearly 3 times the allowed amount. Now, Kent County officials are testing the water themselves.
24-hour News 8 Steve Kelso was there with them, and he shows us what they found.
It really is kind of amazing to see just how far the waters have receded here in Lowell. Just Saturday, you couldn't stand where I'm standing. It was all underwater. This road was closed. But a very real public health threat continues to exist here. And today, the Kent County Health Department began to test just how contaminated this water is.
And we're going to take 3 samples, and in 24 hours, we should have an E. coli count on our first round of sampling for the Grand River.
The truth of the matter is we already have a pretty good idea that there is a very high level of bacterial contamination. On Monday, Target 8 pulled 2 water samples from the Grand River, and on Tuesday, we got the results.
Not only assume, but we know for sure that the E. coli levels are, almost 3 times higher than what should be allowed even for making contact? That's important information.
Kent County says it didn't bother to sample the river until today because it was unnecessary. E. coli tests are generally conducted for the purpose of issuing no contact advisories. Health Department officials say it was a foregone conclusion this water was contaminated.
Now that the floodwaters have begun to recede, we should have the expectation that E. coli levels will drop throughout the river. But what we want to know is actually where we're at.
3 samples will be taken at 3 locations. Lowell is pretty much ground zero. It is near where the Grand River enters the county.
And the other part is, too, is it's critical when you're doing the water sampling to make sure that you're doing it in a location where you can actually capture the health of other rivers in the community as well.
And this location is near where the flat enters the Grand. Samples will also be pulled from the intersection of the Rogue and the Grand River and at Johnson Park as the river exits the county. Today's testing has come on the very same day that the Kent County Board of Commissioners has decided to extend the state of emergency for the county. They'll also continue to monitor these waters daily until they're certain that the threat of E. coli has passed. Until then, they continue to warn you, stay out of the water. In Lowell, Steve Kelso, 24-hour News 8.